Welcome back, everyone. It is hard to believe, but the kids go back to school 2 weeks from today. So we're getting you ready for the new school year. Part of that is getting to know your child's superintendent. So as part of our series this week, we're answering some of the questions that you've sent us. And so this morning, Dr. Tom Leonard with Eanes ISD is here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for waking up with us so early.
It's early.
So we're talking back to school. I think I want to start off with what you're most excited about going into this school year and maybe what the kids and the district can really be proud of right now.
Oh, I tell you, it's an amazing school district, Westlake Eanes. You know, when I think about it, it really is a very strong academic school. Our kids last year at the high school took right around 3,500 AP tests.
Wow.
Our seniors alone around 1,200 AP tests. And for a high school of 2,600 kids, that's impressive.
That's right.
Our ACT average was 27.2,
Yeah.
which is high. And, you know, with that, colleges recognize that. Our kids were given over $20.8 million in scholarships last year.
Yeah,
so
it just goes to show.
A lot to be proud of.
Yeah, and we even did the story with you guys recently about the robotics team, and just, I mean, that's amazing to me. We didn't have that stuff, you know, when I was in school. So
it's a great team. In fact, our coach and a couple of kids right now are in China.
Wow.
They're one of 3 high schools from Texas that were invited to help some of the Chinese schools set up their robotics programs.
Wow.
So pretty impressive.
It's cool to see. Okay, so going from that to maybe some of the challenges as we go into this school year, and specifically when it comes, I know money obviously is a big part of it, the budget. When it comes to that, what challenges are you guys really facing in that area?
Well, we're like a lot of public schools in Texas. Funding of public schools is a challenge everywhere.
Sure.
We're in a recapture district, Robin Hood. Our local taxpayers send about 56 to 60% of the taxes to the state of Texas. So that creates challenges.
Right.
At the same time, we're fortunate. The community in May passed a bond and 65% support, so that shows they're supportive.
Yeah.
And we have an educational foundation, the Eanes Educational Foundation, that raises over $1 million a year to keep our class sizes manageable. But as I look ahead, budget's going to be something we have to focus on.
I think one of the biggest things when you talk about budget is also looking at, okay, can we afford to keep some staff members? And of course, when you think about cutting jobs, and I think parents immediately think, well, now my kids' class sizes, you know, we're gonna have to put them in these really big class sizes. So from your perspective, I know people said we don't want to lose these jobs, but really that might have to happen.
Right. Well, most of our budget is personnel. 85% of our budget is personnel. So when we have to make cutbacks, that's where we look. We try to keep it as far from the classroom as we can, and that's what we've done in the last round of dealing with that. I think for the most part, our class sizes will be reasonable, they'll be manageable, but as we look ahead, that's going to be our challenge in the future.
Tom, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with us this morning, and I know this school year is going to be a fun and interesting one for everyone, right?
It's going to be a great year.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I appreciate it.